Have you ever struggled on the blackboard trying to draw straight lines or the perfect curve? Have you ever spent hours looking for the right software to draw functions and project them on the multimedia projector? Are you tired of the maintenance required on graphing calculators such as replacing batteries or constantly charging them? Well, do I have the best Web 2.0 tool for all your mathematical needs? And it's called Desmos. Hi, my name is André-Marc, and I invite you to join me as we lightly explore some of the great aspects of Desmos.
And so we'll start off by opening any browser. I'm using Google Chrome, but you can use any one you want. And in the address bar, we'll type in desmos.com. This brings us to the Desmos website, where we can see in big red right here, start graphing. That's where we're going to explore today. But if you have more time, or perhaps in a different podcast, we'll explore these sections as well down here, where we have teacher, learn, and function. So let's just go click here on start graphing, which will bring us to the graphing calculator. There is an equation section right here on the left, and you have your graphing section right here smack in the middle. Now before we even start, in the equation section here, you can actually use this as a calculator. If I go 8 times 6, for example, the answer is going to appear right there in the bottom 48. So you can actually use this, and by pressing enter, I can do another equation, 5 times 3, for example, and we'll get another answer. Enter 5 divided by 9, we get another answer. So you can actually use this as a calculator even before you start using it as a graphing calculator. Let's just go erase all these equations, and instead of clicking all these X's, there's a shortcut here you can use which says delete all equations, and there we are. So you can use your keyboard on the computer, or you can use the letters here. For simplicity's sake, I'm going to use my keyboard. So let's say we go y equals 2. Automatically makes a red line across my graph because y equals 2 is this graph. Let's say I want to make a different type of graph. Y equals 2x plus 1. As we can see here, we have the first one in red, the second one in blue, and it instantly creates our graph for us. It's great. You can also have different types of equations. Let's say y equals x squared. Okay, y equals x squared. It's the green one right there, and that's a parabolae. You can come here and click on this red space to remove that graph and remove this one in case you just want the green one there. Okay, so you can do that. So you can show your answers in class, etc., and it's great. But it's also a good teaching tool if you want to have parameters. So instead of having a linear equation, we just put the parameters mx plus b, okay? And then we can add sliders. So here, we're going to add all the sliders, which allows us to change the value of our parameters in our equation. So our m, which is our slope, could be more steep, could be 0, could be negative, positive, and you can even show a small progression of what the m parameter, how it affects the slope. Same thing for b. The b parameter is the starting point on the y-axis, and it shows us how it affects this. You can do this for second degree equations. You can do this for any type of equations that you want, and it's just a great visual tool to help students really visualize what changing the number in the equation actually means. That's all the time we have for now. I invite you to explore this more on your own.
Finally, by creating an account, you can send your graph with a shareable link. There are also challenges and activities that students can play and try out. Teachers can monitor students' work, and students can collaborate and save their work. It really doesn't get any better than this. Free, any platform, anytime. And it's the tool all mathematicians, physicists, and engineers have been waiting for. And it's also great for teachers. My name again is André-Marc, and I thank you for listening and watching my Vodcast.